Magandang hapon mga kaibigan, isa na naman pong Super Bowl Sunday at ang una sa ating doubleheader ngayon, Meralco Bolts kontra rito sa Air 21 Express. Naghahanda na mga imports. You got Mario West, Zach Graham. Yan silang dalawa, maglalabanan yan in this first game of Super Bowl Sunday mula rito sa Cuneta Astrodome in Pasay City. At siyempre yung mga bagong dating sa kanilang mga teams, Asitaw Lawan now with Air 21, Mike Cortez with the Meralco Bolts. They're going to be going at it today against their former teams. And ako po si Charlie Kuna, mga kasama ko sa araw na ito is Dominic Uy. Sa araw na ito, buwis buhay itong dalawang team na ito tungo sa tagumpay sapagkat with these bunched up standings, Doms, every win really counts, especially with about 2 or 3 games going.
Aside from the bunched up standings, dalawang laro na lang para dito sa dalawang kumpara na ito. Both teams, this is their last 2 games. Very important, one team fighting for survival, itong Air 21. Ito namang Meralco Bolts wanting to be able to get those top 4 spots na alam naman natin is actually a twice to beat advantage.
Tama yung ganda ng pwesto ng Meralco Bolts ngayon. After several games, they're really up there in the standings. The guy who was leading the way para sa kanila, Mario West, had a superb game a couple of games ago, 47 points. Ngunit sa huling laro nila, hindi masyadong super ang laro ni Mario.
Well, Super Mario was absent in that second half of that ball game. He still had 22 points, 8 out of 27 from the field and 8 rebounds against Global Port. Pero natalo itong Meralco Bolts. A lot of people were saying maybe because he lost his composure, he had a lot of fouls, not so super in that ball game, and what happened? Natalo itong Meralco Bolts against Global Port.
Tama yun, out of rhythm siya dun sa early foul trouble, yan ang sabi nila. Sa kabilang panig naman yung kailangan bantayan dyan, aside from Zach Graham, syempre yung number 1 local scorer ng Air 21, Nino Canaleta. Well, dead shot. Kasi from outside, when he starts that shot going, 6 out of 14 lang naman mula sa 3.
Well, the thing with KG Canaleta, 30 points in that ball game against Stock and Tex. You know that he can score, but once he gets hot, napakahirap pa pigilan yan. Couple of conferences ago, nung naglalaro ng maganda itong si KG Canaleta, he's got a streak. Dire-diretso yung matataas na puntos. So if you're Meralco, you really want to make sure that you want to be able to check KG Canaleta.
Canaleta will lead the way. Ngayon, let's throw it over to the court. May award dito si Commissioner Chito Salud. Pakinggan natin.
In the 2013 FIBA Asia Championship and a berth in the 2014 FIBA World Cup. Your PBA and the entire Filipino nation are proud of you. May we call in on center court, Marcus Doughton.
Usap nila, may anting-anting ako, pero di nila alam na Diyos ang dahilan ko. Pinoy ako!
From the Meralco Bolts team manager, Mr. Butch Antonio. Coach Ryan Gregorio. And Coach John Richico. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, let's give a big round of applause. Marcus Doughton, Mr. Butch Antonio, Coach Ryan Gregorio, and Coach John Richico.
Diyan sa center court, binigyan ng coaching parangal ang mga nakasama dun sa Gilas Pilipinas Triumph for the silver medals of FIBA Asia. Marcus Doughton, of course, ang ating naturalized Filipino player. And part of the coaching staff, siyempre si Coach Ryan Gregorio and Coach John Wichico, and the manager of the Gilas Pilipinas is also the manager of the Meralco Bolts, Butch Antonio. Yung tumulong dyan kay Commissioner Salud na ibigay ang mga awards sa kanila ay si Alpan Video, taga Meralco rin yan.
Butch Antonio, team manager of Gilas Pilipinas. Alam mo, maganda ginawa ni team manager Butch Antonio. Binigay niya yung medal niya dito kay Bo Belga.
Tama yun. Tapos Bo Belga went through the rigors. Sabi nga niya, he deserves that medal. Kahit wala siya dun sa lineup ng FIBA Asia, nakipag-training siya abroad. He left his family. He was with them every step of the way. He was the last guy excluded from the team but was with them throughout the entire tournament, sitting behind the bench, giving advice, nagre-react, barking out instructions. Nakiki-assistant coach din si Big Bonon. And Butch Antonio, a very, very touching gesture na ginawa niya para kay Bo Belga. Pero game at hand, about to get underway. Meralco kontra Air 21. Starters on the floor. Meralco's got Timberlake and Wilson in the backcourt. Hugnatan ang sentro nila. Cliff Hodge at Mario West at the forwards. Air 21 naman, you got Zach Graham and Vic Manuel at forward. Asi Taulava the Rock. Ang kanilang sentro, Oji Minor. At si Simon Atkins at the guard positions. And Atkins starting for the second straight game after nawala rito sa lineup ng Air 21 Express, si Mike Cortez.
Oh, Simon Atkins played really well in that previous ball game against Talk and Text. Also played a major role in that win against Talk and Text. Yung mga numero nitong si Simon Atkins, nakakabilib dun sa larong yun. And that was the only his second game playing for Air 21.
Our officials for this match, referees Guevara, Kiligen, and Marabe. Action is underway mula rito sa Cuneta Astrodome. Asi Taulava against his former team. Kicks it out to Atkins. The jumper, pasok agad para kay Simon Atkins. And you know, Doms, yung confidence level ni Simon Atkins have to have gone up after starting last ball game. Nanalo pa sila.
Well, Simon Atkins is very familiar with Coach Franz Pumaren. So what a great position that he's in dito sa PBA on his freshman year. Na punta siya sa coach na kilalang kilala kung paano siyang gamitin. Hindi siya masyado nagagamit in the previous conference. But the good thing about Simon Atkins is he really works hard. Alam mo, nung laro nila sa Mall of Asia, hindi siya nagamit nung laro yon against Petron. But after that, dumiretso siya sa gym. He still worked out, wanted to get his physique going still. So, you know, when you do hard work, mabibigyan ka rin, mabibigayaan ka rin.
It pays off. Yung hard work na yan. Mintis ang pangalawang attempt ng Air 21 Express. A chance for Meralco to take a lead dito sa possession. Mario West goes out to Timberlake. He's been getting the start the past few games para sa Meralco Bolts. Reynal Hugnatan's jumper, it doesn't go. And Hugnatan, of course, another guy na ang ganda ng nilalaro para sa panig ng Meralco Bolts. A guy who's had 4 double-doubles dito sa ating komperensiya, the most among the locals.
Another thing that's very interesting for Air 21, now that they have Asi Taulava, they have a low post presence. So mapapadali din yung buhay nitong si Zach Graham. The scoring need not come from him, or the offense need not come from him initially. Pwedeng bibigay mo nila kay Asi just like what happened there. And then makakahanap na ng puntos itong si Zachary Graham of a secondary offense.
And speaking of that presence in the middle, as you see Graham go all the way para sa dalawang puntos on that break. Asi Taulava, siya na nga nag-distract dun sa tumira kanina si Mario West. Nakuha niya yung rebound, lead pass right away kay Zach Graham, who went in for that layup. So you can see how that changes immediately. Yung tayo sa depensa nitong Air 21 Express. There was no one before who could intimidate that way in the middle para sa Express.
That only happened nung, with their former import where they actually ended up 7th or 8th place then, if I'm not mistaken.
Three-pointer mula kay Cliff Hodge, and yun na nga, ang lamang nasa Meralco 5-4 with 9 minutes and 35 remaining here in the first quarter.
That import I was referring to, itong si Michael Donegan.
Shine bright like a Donegan. Di ba? Ito, on the drive, John Wilson, ang ganda ng laro para sa Meralco Bulls. Humihingi pa ng foul as he hits that basket, and itong si John Wilson, another fellow who came from the Air 21 Express bago tumungo rito sa Meralco Bolts, and obviously he's been playing well but he wants to play even better today. Nabanggit nga ni Bench para sa ating Sports 5 Center kanina, if you play against the team that you used to play for which traded you away, parang meron kang gusto kang patunayan. Diba?
It's either thank you or ano.
Yun na nga.
Sayang na binitawan mo ako, or thank you dahil napunta ka sa mas magandang sitwasyon.
Yun na nga. Well, right now, if you look at the standings, he seems to be in the better situation. Pero nabanggit nga natin kanina, from positions 3 to 10 on the standings, there's only 2 games separating number 3, which is Meralco, at itong Air 21, which is tied for 9th and 10th place dyan sa ating standings.
Kaya naman walang panapon na laro dito sa ating eliminations, 9-game eliminations. And everybody's still jockeying for position. Wala pang team na natatanggal. The only thing that's assured is Petron is number 1. They've got the twice to beat advantage.
Jack na yun. Itong Petron, ganda naman kasi ng streak ng Petron. Just winning, continuously rolling along. Cliff Hodge, great effort inside, pero yung front line ng Air 21 Express not giving him any daylight. And he commits a foul after missing for the second time. So balik ang bola sa Air 21 Express. Lamang ang Meralco 7-4. Vic Manuel. And on the handoff, offensive foul on Simon Atkins. Kanyang unang personal. Ball goes back to the orange men of Coach Ryan Gregorio. Chris Hodge nakapasok na isang tres dyan kanina. Swing it over to Wilson. To Mario, nakabantay sa kanya, OG Minor. Alam naman natin, that is a matchup that already took place last year. And may sparks na nangyari doon na konti itong dalawang mamang to. And hinabol pa nga ni Mario F. Hinanap niya sa locker room itong si OG Minor after the ball game last year dahil nga sa hard foul na ginawa sa kanya ni OG Minor. And West hits it over OG Minor on that play. So titignan natin yung WhatsApp niya just for curiosity's sake. Asi daw laban. Oo, ganda nung pasa partner. Hindi na nakumpleto ni Asi. A bit short, baby, that shot. Timberlake, stutter step. He's open, he takes it. Pasok yan para kay Chris Timberlake, who has done a more than satisfactory job starting and then coming in as a backup later on in the ballgame. 7 minutes and 41 remaining. May timeout na tinawag on the floor. It's a 30-second timeout. So we'll stay on the air. 7-point lead para sa Meralco Bolts. So fast start, Doms, para rito sa Meralco Bolts.
Meralco able to move that basketball here in the first few minutes of the ball game. They've gotten 7 attempts already of this first few minutes, unlike only 4 para dito sa Air 21. Air 21 turning the ball over already 2 times. So nabawasan sila ng dalawang opportunity.
Coach Ryan Gregorio, of course, you know, last ball game nitong Meralco. Very disappointed, I'm sure, in what happened. Dahil lamang na lamang sila against the Global Port Batang Pier, up by as much as 20, pero natalo sila sa dulo, losing by 12. This is the guy we're talking about kanina, Simon Atkins kontra sa Talk and Text. Ganda rin laro. 4.6 rebounds, 8 assists. At ang pinakamaganda stat doon, walang turnover, Doms, ni isa.
And the big thing about it is, pangalawang beses mo palang nagamit, and then you're filling in the role of a Mike Cortez. So you're all of a sudden, linigay ka dun sa posisyon na napakahirap. That if you start, you mess up, mapabagsak ka ulit dun sa rotation. So it was a good showing for Simon Atkins. 23 minutes for that starting point guard now of Air 21. And that earned him also yung starting spot in today's ball game.
At habang pinag-uusapan nga natin siya, ang ganda naman ng feed niya inside to Vic Manuel for the reverse just a while ago. So credit him with 1 assist. At least in this ball game, ito si Simon Atkins. Pero sa play na ito, it's a turnover on a traveling violation from the big boy. Yan ang pasa ni Simon Atkins just a while ago. Tinan mo yung find niya. Oh. Tapos si Vic Manuel, hindi naman na siya pinahiya dun sa magandang pasa inside. Using the right hand on that left part of the basket. Pasok.
Charlie, in the game against Talk and Text, Air 21 had a total of 25 assists. Okay? 8 assists nang galing kay Simon Atkins. Asi Taulava nagbigay ng 6 na assist. At itong si Joseph Bio naman, nagbigay ng 3 assist.
Oh.
So 17 assists, pretty much nanggaling dun sa 3 taong yun na first game maglaro.
Oh, parang halos singit eh. Although Atkins has been with them for some time. He's hardly played. So dun sa extended playing time niya, he made the most of it, issuing 6 assists and of course Asi. Sabi nga nila, he had 9 rebounds, he had a couple of block shots, si Asi Taulava 7 points. Pero sa akin, pinaka-impressive sa stats niya dun, yung 6 assists from that center position. Sabi mo nga, he can be used as a starting point for the offense to run when he posts up and starts looking for the other guys.
When you talk about rejuvenation for Air 21, this late in this conference, great opportunity for them that they can make this run into the quarterfinals.
Pero Mario West, dire-diretso sa basket. And he loved that move, Doms, yung parang iniiwas na yung bola dun sa kalaban. He's gotten a couple of calls against him dahil dun sa move na yun, tinatawag na offensive foul. Tinan mo, yung bola, o yung pag ginaganon niya, pag may tinatamaan siya dun, natatawagan siya ng foul. But on that play, clean na clean ang galaw niya all the way to the hoop.
Basically, what Mario West is trying to do is go the other way. And he's protecting that basketball. But sometimes, dun sa posisyon na nalalagay sa kanya, he's called for that offensive foul.
Mintis ang kanyang free throw, ngunit 10 nang lamang ng kanyang koponan, 16-6. 6 minutes and 15 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. Here's Bonbon on the way up. Naagawan ni Chris Timberlake. Shove pass dito kay Reyna Lugnatan. Kicks it out to Cliff Hodge. Not hesitant to shoot from 3 anymore. And he hits his second 3-pointer para sa larong ito.
Cliff Hodge, unlikely to be hitting those 3-point shots. If you look at Meralco, ang titignan mo, dapat ang nakakashoot nun, mga John Wilson, mga Josh Van Landingham. But Cliff Hodge working on his ball game, improving his shooting from that area.
John Wilson, offensive rebound and putback. Wala yan. Bakbakan sa rebound. Taulava, Mario Weft. Weft gets the ball, puts it up one more time. Vic Manuel finally controls. And you look at the players who have transferred between these two teams. Vic Manuel is another guy who used to play for the Meralco Bulls. Ngayon, nasa Air 21 Express siya. 13-point lead here in the first quarter. Hirap na hirap makascore itong Air 21 Express. Zach Graham, kung palitan yan, ngunit mintis yung jumper niya from the top of the key.
And how different yung opensa ng Air 21 now that Asi Taulava's there for Zach Graham. Now, yung screener niya isang Asi Taulava. So, that will free him up more or easier to get his shots going.
Mario West, on the other hand, takes a three-pointer and hits it. Lead is up to 16, 5:05 remaining. Napatawag ng timeout ang Air 21 Express because this lead is ballooning early in the ballgame.
You're watching PBA here on IBC 13, and Simon Atkins is the court general of Air 21. That is according to veteran Asi Taulava. At ang kanyang conference high stats ay patunay na bihasa na siya sa sistema ni Coach Franz Pumarin on a pro level. But before his breakout game, itong si Simon Atkins has always been trusted in Air 21, and he's always been working hard to progress from being an amateur player to a legit pro player. Now let's turn it over to Charlie and Don.
Thanks a lot, Sel. You know, we talked about Simon Atkins. Second start in a row, and he hit a basket to start his ball game earlier para sa Air 21 Express. So, you know, this is a guy that has been given the opportunity and has embraced it, at least so far. Let's see how long he can bring that.
Another guy that's coming in for Air 21, itong si Eric Salamat. So, big changing in the backcourt para kay Coach Franz Pumarin ever since Mike Cortez left. Look at Air 21. You know, we talked about how they did not turn the ball over a lot in that previous game. But sa simula nitong larong ito, 5 na ang turnover nila. And Meralco scoring 11 points off those turnovers. So pinasok na ni Coach Franz Pumarin ngayon yung kanyang number 1 gunner, his local gunner in KG Canaleta. Another thing for Meralco, they have been knocking down their 3-point shots. 3 out of 4 so far dito sa first quarter.
When you start hitting your threes early, you can break a game open.
And by Cliff Hodge.
Oh, yun ang Cliff Hodge, nakadalawa. Tapos Mario West, dinagdagan pa ng isa. So Canaleta, the guy who scored heavily do sa huling laro nila with 6 3-pointers, hits his first free throw. Carlos Sharma, ipinasok na rin sa lineup ni Coach Franz Pumarin as Asi Taulava takes a rest with 4:25 remaining here in the first quarter. Parang iba na yung vibe, iba na yung rotation talaga nitong Air 21 Express Dome. This is very different from a couple of games ago. Cine Filipino, kwento ang hari, mapapanood simula Setyembre 18 to 24. Natin kalimutan niya. Chris Ross, the captain para sa Meralco. Si Asi Taulava naman ang kapitan para sa Air 21 Express. Agad-agad na pinangalan ng captain itong si Asi just in his first practice with them. Diba?
Respeto.
Ikaw na kuya.
Hindi, respeto eh.
Diba?
Asi Taulava will have the distinction of being the oldest player here in the league.
Fade away ni Mario West. Walang tinamaan. It's an air ball. Turnover. 24-second violation. And you know, you speak about a guy like Asi Taulava who at 40 is the eldest player.
Pero parang 30 lang yung katawan niya, no?
Ayun na nga eh.
Because when Asi first came into the league, he actually had a lot more pounds in him.
Right.
And in the past few years, siguro mga the past 5 years, doon na talaga pumayat itong si Asi Taulava.
The leaner Asi Taulava realized he had to keep himself in shape if he wants to keep up with everybody else. And you know, that resulted in a recent MVP performance with the ABL Beermen. So, coming off a triumphant championship MVP campaign, and now he's back in the PBA. And you know, he joined some great company in the 40-year-old to have played in the PBA partner. Pakinggan natin ha. Olsen Racela, Jawo, Don Ramon, Yoyoy Villamin, Terry Santana. Medyo
Pira.
di ba? Medyo matitindi yung mga pangalan na yun. Partner Abit Gidabin pa, isingit mo pa dyan. So, andun na sa lineup na yan si Asi Taulava. And we're talking about guys who were productive still even when they were 40 plus.
And still playing major minutes at that age of 40.
Ito si Mario West, wants to drive against Graham. Labas kay Sunday Salvacion, who had a great second conference para sa Meralco. Chris Ross, the spin. Out to Sunday, he takes the 3, brings it closer, jumper. Too strong, offensive rebound, John Wilson. And decides to pull it back out. Chris Ross, nasa lane. Walang mapuntahan. Hugnatan. They're passing it around. 14 seconds on that shot clock. Hugnatan with the right hand. Wala yan. Who's gonna get this rebound? Custodio up ahead to Graham. Graham. Natamaan ni Mario West. He's called for a personal. First personal pa lang ni Mario West. We have to look. Bantayan natin yung fouls dito si Mario West dahil nga sa huling laro nila, he gathered 4 quick ones in the first half and that kept him kept his effectivity down.
That hampered his performance definitely in that ball game. When in the third quarter, that's when Globe Report made that run led by Gary David.
Ready with your game face? Fight oil with Master Oil Control Max Facial Wash with Zero Oil that helps control oil for up to 8 hours so you can put your game face on. Master Oil Control Max Facial Wash.
Mga Pinoy Hoops fans, oras na para tutukan sa mobile phone mo ang latest happening sa PBA at NCAA. Pinoy Hoops mobile app. Maging exclusively updated sa game skeds, team profiles and stats, play-by-play at iba pang mga balita tungkol sa PBA at NCAA. Hatid sa inyo ng Smart, Live More at ng Sports 5. I-download na sa Google Play or App Store. Pinoy Hoops mobile app.
Subdivision, ready for John Wilson.
Earlier in the ball game, Zach Graham getting a drive to the basket. A Photon strong drive brought to you by Photon. Empower your business. Balik tayo sa live action. The feed to Carlos Sharma in the lane. Jumper niya. The bounce. The shooter's bounce para kay Carlos Sharma. Soft touch naman kasi talaga yung malaking mama na yan.
You were talking about the rotation of Air 21 now that Asitaw Lava is in there. Now you have Asitaw Lava. Pag nandyan siya sa loob, may posting game itong Air 21. Pag dumating naman itong si Carlos, subbing in for Asitaw Lava, Carlo can knock down those outside shots. So it also gives a better way of adjustment para kay Coach Franz Pumaran yung matchups niya against other teams.
Good defense on the part of Air 21, forcing Mario West to lose his dribble and bounce it off his foot. Turnover, Meralco. Balik sa Air 21 ang bola. Chance for them to break into double figures dahil siyam pa lang na-i-score nila dito sa first quarter. 2 minutes and 10 remaining. Salamat. Goes into the lane. Nice spin. Goes up strong pero Chris Ross. Good resistance. Canaleta gets it back. Jumper. Off balance. He gets hit. Sunday Salvacion matatawagan ng personal against Canaleta, who returns to the line for 2.
Still having a hard time scoring Air 21. No flow in the offense for Air 21. Very different in that previous game against Talk and Text. When you have KG Canaleta missing free throws like that, you really know that you're starting out flat.
But he gets the second. Finally, nakapasok na nga sa 10 points itong Air 21. Pero 12 pa rin hahabol nila. 22 na ang Meralco. Minute and 52 remaining first quarter. This is your initial action dito sa PBA Super Bowl Sunday. Mario West thinking of shooting that 3. Ilapit muna. Labas kay Ray Guevara. Ray Guevara's jumper. Good defense on the part of Bonbon Custodio. Sharma gets that rebound. Tumatakbo ang Express.
If you look at that sideline, Coach Franz Pumaran waving them to push that basketball because they need to be able to get a rhythm, extend their muscles to be able to run a little bit more. Kung maalala mo yung game against Talk and Text, Air 21 was able to run.
They have some personnel to do that. Itong sila Bonbon Custodio.
And Zach Graham is very effective off that fast break.
So gusto nga niya yung ganyan, those easy baskets that he can get in transition. Mario West, scoop shot niya. Ganda ng iwas niya, he gets hit on the arm. He's gonna go to the line para sa dalawang free throws. Under a minute remaining in the first quarter. And Mario West finds ways to score. Itong veterano na to, the NBA veteran who spent 3 years in the big leagues, not getting heavy minutes but has some playoff action with the Atlanta Hawks.
Tama yung sinabi ni Benji, no? Kung itong dalawang import na to, kung titignan mo lang yung forma ng tira at naglalaro-laro lang sila, kunyari dyan sa kalye, or pick-up ball game, hindi mo kukunin yung Mario West, but Mario West, an NBA veteran.
Tama, siya pa nga. And to think, napag-usapan namin ni Dadin Tinito Henson ito, si Mario West did not even average double figures in his entire college career at Georgia Tech. Ngunit through perseverance, went to the summer camps, played for those teams in the tryouts, yung mga NBA teams, and found a slot with the Atlanta Hawks and stay there, stuck around for a couple of years. And ngayon, nasa Pilipinas na siya, second go-around pa. So, he's a type of player that you keep, di ba? Ganda na pinapakita niya.
Because of his attitude. Maganda yung attitude nitong si Mario West. You can see that he's not the prettiest of basketball players to look at or to watch yung kanyang basketball game, but yung effectiveness is another thing.
He's not pretty like Muhammad Ali.
Oo, pero very effective.
Sabi ni Muhammad Ali, I'm the prettiest. Ito, pasok yung tira ni Bonbon Custodio. Another guy na nag-shift na ng koponan. Ito hindi naman galing Meralco to. Galing ito sa Petron Place. Joseph Yo, nasa lineup na ni Coach Franz Tumaren. Again, dahil dati nasa lineup na rin ni Coach Franz Tumaren pero naka-green siya nun. Dun sa isang school na yon.
Oo.
Ito, Cliff Hodge, titira na naman ng tres partner. Oh, yun, muntik na pero a bit too strong. Bonbon on the run, kicks it over to the Ninja.
Joseph Yo, 3!
Announcing his entry.
You know, Joseph Yo is a potent scorer. Bigyan mo lang siya ng opportunity. And I feel this move for him to Air 21 is really good for his career because medyo nakakalimutan mo na ano yung nagagawa ng Joseph Yo because limited minutes at the Petron Place Boosters camp. Now that he's with Air 21, you will be able to see or he'll have that opportunity to show ano ba ang nagagawa niya. Air 21 now on an 11-0 run.
Oo, 5 na lang ang lamang ng Meralco with 4 seconds to go. Chris Rofnovit, he spins, goes in for that layup. Ang ganda naman ng iwas. Itong si Chris Ross, anong naiwan? 3/10 of a second. Ako, very familiar sa atin yung 3/10 of a second na natira dyan. At pinaubos na ni Canaleta ang oras. In this first quarter, Meralco went up to a 16-point lead somewhere along the way. Pero sa pagtapos ng ating first 12 minutes, it's just a 7-point lead. Air 21 finishing strong. Lots of action, especially on the Meralco side. In that first quarter, Cliff Hodge hitting from Rainbow Country at the end of one. The score, 24 Meralco, 17 for Air 21. You're supposed to be able to rely on your import all the time. Pero yung mga locals, yung tanong dyan, who will step up? Para naman sa Meralco, Doms, it's been Reynal Hugnatan who's been playing really well. 4 double-doubles in this conference so far. And this guy, John Wilson, di ba? A guy you wouldn't really expect to be there in the forefront, especially with guys like Mac Cardona, Chris Ross on that team. Pero ang ganda ng nilalaro nitong si John Wilson. And let's hear more about these two guys, Hugnatan and Wilson, mula kay Sel Guevara.
Oh yes, John Wilson has been working on his consistency and his composure in every game habang si Reynal Hugnatan naman. Minsan masakit, minsan hindi masakit ang kanyang right ankle injury. He feels a little slower at medyo off daw ang kanyang timing pero because this is a must-win game, tiis na lang sa laro. Charlie?
Tiis na lang sa laro. No? Siyempre, kailangan ibigay na lahat. And I like the way they talk about it as a must-win game, Doms. Despite the fact they're pretty high in the standings, they realize na that doesn't really mean so much dahil na dikit-dikit ang mga koponan dito sa ating Governor's Cup so far.
Well, John Wilson getting the opportunity that Cardona was injured for a while and Chris Ross not really playing too well. Two guys who know how to play with each other. It's Mac Cardona and Mike Cortez. Expect them to connect a lot more in the future para sa Meralco Bolts.
Well, we were just saying 7-point lead lang para sa Meralco pero you look at the score right now. It's an 11-point lead. Back-to-back baskets para kay Mike Cortez. And the second one off that good feed mula sa kanyang dating kakampi na ngayong kakampi na niya ulit na si Mac Cardona. This was a fast break a while ago for Mike Cortez all alone, waltzing in for this Kawasaki rousing fast break brought to us by Rouser 135 by Kawasaki. Ralph the Rider in you. Doms, kanina kinakwentuhan kita nung nag-shoot around to mga to, nag-uusap. Nagkakwentuhan dyan sa center court si Carlos Sharma, si Cardona, si Yo at si Cortez. Yung mga dati magkakampi dun sa isang school na yun.
Dun sa magandang eskwelahan yun.
Oo, sabi nga nila. yan ang nakarating din sa akin, magandang araw doon.
Maganda doon. Parang New York doon pupunta ka doon.
Tapos
puro building.
Puro building, wala kang makita skyline. Tapos naglalakad din na, nagsushooting din si Ren Ritualo. Another one who was with them came up to them and started horsing around. But then he went back out to start shooting again. So those 5 guys.
Yun yung mga naglaro sa eskwelahan yun, matatanda na yung mga yan.
Tatanda na ba? Tignan natin, ang ganda na pinapakita nila ngayon. Here's Cliff Hodge. He's gonna go in to try to sky in for that rebound. No foul called on the way up. Isa pang sequence na wala sa kanya ang bola but still no whistle. He's looking for that whistle, checking out our referee. But the ball will stay with the Meralco Bolts as Asi comes back in to play defense.
Relentless itong si Cliff Hodge. Even if he doesn't get the call, still will keep on working hard and try to make that referee make that call the next time.
Parang nabuhayan sa ulit dito sa third conference. Alam mo, medyo the energy level of Cliff Hodge that we saw in the Philippine Cup went a bit down nung second conference. Pero ngayon, ang ganda ng nilalaro niya. More versatile, showing some outside shooting, changing it up. And good results so far para rito kay Cliff Hodge. J.R. Reyes' jumper doesn't go. And Mike Cortez finding himself in the land of the Giants. Asi daw laban siya kanaleta, kalaban ni Mike Cortez dun sa play na yun. He fouls on that loose ball play.
You know, we talked about the trades, playing for your former coach, your former team. This league is so small. Sa 10 teams. So, malamang sa malamang, makakalaro ka sa iba't ibang mga koponan. Cortez, not a stranger to being traded. One thing about Mike, once he's traded to the next team, maganda yung pinapakita niya. You know, you get instant results. Except for that previous game, na mukhang hindi pa siya masyado naka-adjust. But expect him to play a lot better as the games go along.
He admitted naman na medyo nasasanay pa siya sa opensa. Sabi niya sa akin bago no sa huling laro niya, sa unang laro pala niya, sa Meralco na nakatatlong practice na siya. They've gone through the plays, pero well, hindi naman kasi ganun kadali suddenly, especially if you're a point guard, diba? Who's gotta run the offense para sa yung koponan. Took him some period of adjustment, didn't make a single basket dun sa game na yun, but he's here, ready to play today and run that point position. Ito si Taulava. On that play, J.R. Reyes bringing his arms down, called for the personal, and Asi's at the line, and we all know sometimes Asi Taulava struggles from there. Iba na naman hairstyle ni Asi. Nakakailan na rin yan sa liga. Aside from, this is his 4th team here in the PBA. And this is
Started out with talking text.
Oo, tapos lumipat sa
Third team, di ba? Meralco, tapos
nag-Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola yan eh. Para kay Alpic. And then
went to Meralco and then went now to Air 21.
Now the rebound, Joseph Yo kumuha niyan. 10 hinahabol ng Air 21. They want to cut this to a single-digit lead. The kick to Bonbon. Kay Canaleta. Sets up from 3. Pasok yan para kay Nino.
And look how potent that backcourt is now. Or actually the 5 on the floor para sa Air 21 with Asi Taulava. They didn't even have to include itong si Zach Graham dun sa offensibang yun.
Zach Graham will slowly get his partner as the game goes on. But the locals, yan ang kailangan talaga ma-involve sa mga nangyayari.
At yung pagpasok ni Joseph Yo, parang Bonbon Custodio din yung ability of playmaking. So that means dadali din yung buhay ni KG.
Good defense on the part of Chris Ross. Si Bonbon set na set ng dumiretso sa basket, but Chris Ross tapped it away. If the ball stays, if the ball stays with Air 21 Express, you gotta credit the defense, the quick hands of Chris Ross. Zach Graham, tinanggap ang inbound pass, steps back for that jumper. He hits that! Pogi-pogi, yung tira na yun.
Pretty! 2 points para kay Zach Graham. Things changing up for Air 21.
Napatawag ng timeout si Coach Ryan. 5 na lang ang lamang ng team niya. Ang inyong PBA ay nasa Pasay sa araw na ito. This is the Cuneta Astrodome, where the Meralco Bulls are leading by 5 over the Air 21 Express 28 to 23. 8:43 remaining here in the second quarter. Ako po si Charlie Cuna together with Dominic Uy. We have Sel Guevara at courtside. Bring you the action on this Super Bowl Sunday. Ito si Reynel Hugnatan. Hugnatan wants to challenge Asi Taulava. Kick out kay Cliff Hodge. Inilapit. Jumper from 15. Pasok para kay Cliff Hodge.
Cliff Hodge already with 13 points in the ball game. He is definitely improved again. Alam mo, maganda yung first conference, yung second conference, like you mentioned, struggled a little bit. Yes, with the imports, napapabantay sa mga mas malaki mga imports, but Cliff Hodge, the beauty of his game is he's able now to adjust. Nakikita niya yung mga weaknesses niya. At hindi niya sinasabi, hindi ko weakness yun. He takes that criticism or yung tinuturo sa kanya ng coaches to heart, works itself down on the weight room, and yung kanyang shooting, he's also been working on it.
Tama yung ganda ng resulta ng itong mga ginagawang ensayo nitong si Cliff Hodge. Pero Joseph Yo was the recipient of a great pass from Afi Taulava, and Asi Taulava gets another rebound. Zach Graham on the run, missing that layup. Rebound Mark Cardona rather. Ito si Mike Cortez. The kick to Cardona. in the lane. Over, Asi Taulava, he hits it, gets hit, and is gonna go to the line para sa dalawang free throws, and Asi just smiles and says, sorry.
Slowly but surely, Cardona getting his game back, averaging now 14 points, or 14 minutes rather, 5 points per ball game for Cardona.
You know, itong si Mac Cardona, one of the best at looping that shot to get over the taller defender. Nasa expertise rin niya yun eh. You know, he likes that running shot, that one-hand push shot in the lane. Pero yung ganyang klase, tsaka nag-adjust siya in mid-air. Nakita ni si Asi went for that block. Tinaasan niya lalo yung tira and he made it. And the officials call a timeout. It seems that there's somebody who is bleeding. Si Reyna Lugnatan mukhang nakalmot at dumudugo yan. So, as per PBA policy, league policy, you gotta clean that up. You gotta stop that bleeding. So, locker room muna ito si Lugnatan para ayusin ng kanilang medical staff yan.
At mukhang si Mac Cardona pa yung nakatama dito kay Reynal Hugnatan.
Mukhang ganun na nga ang nangyari. Rebound niya sa mukha ni Reyna Lugnatan. That's what happened on that play. And yun na nga, mukhang broke some skin. So Hugnatan have to step out for a while.
JRS will come in for him.
Pero si Cardona on the line para sa bonus free throw to try to stretch his lead to 8 if he hits it. Mac Cardona, slow start rin dito sa ating konferensya. Missed the first few games coming off that injury in between conferences.
Sayang na-injure kasi siya nung last 2 minutes nung last practice game nila before coming into this conference.
Tama yun, he hurt his calf and he had to heal. And yung minutes niya, he was being brought slowly along by Coach Ryan Gregorio. So ngayon na lang dumadami ang kanyang mga minutes in the past couple of ball games. He played well sa huling laro nila kontra sa Global Port. Scored a lot of his points in the fourth quarter, in fact. Ngunit nabitin nga sila doon because Global Port just played a superb fourth quarter. Joseph Yo at the line for free throws. He misses the first. Cliff Hodge sits. At pumasok na rito si John Wilson. Well, that wasn't Cliff Hodge who sat down. That was Mac Cardona na umupo. Gary David nandyan, nakipagkwentuhan kay Serlito. Dyan sa tabi. Gary David, of course, will play later on. Global Port matching up against leading Petron Place. Mario West's jumper doesn't go. Zach Graham with that rebound. Up ahead to Joseph Yo. We go to Taulava. 16-second shot clock. Taulava naghahanap ng cutter. Decides to move in by himself. Create some space. Jumper off the glass. Masyado malakas. Another rebound for Cliff Hodge.
Classic Asi Taulava move. Dinadahan-dahan ka.
Chris Timberlake to Cliff Hodge, and you see the way that they're going out now on Cliff Hodge because he's been keeping the defenders honest dun sa outside shot niya sa larong ito. Mario West's jumper too strong, and Joseph Yo rises for that rebound, and he brings it. He wants to go all the way. The feed to Bonbon, nice, going to Graham, and he controls the ball. He bobbled for a while, but nakuha niya ang dalawa.
Good unselfish basketball for Air 21 in that fast break.
6-point lead, 6 minutes remaining. Here in the first half, Cliff Hodge takes that semi-set shot. Hindi tumatalong kasi partner, para tumitipto lang ito si Cliff Hodge. And he hits another one, 15 puntos na dito sa ating first half.
15.6 rebounds for Cliff Hodge and 1 block.
They wanted to go to Canaleta. He went the wrong way. So miscommunication between Custodio and Canaleta. Timberlake's lefty layup doesn't go. He saves it over to Graham. Ito si Canaleta. Graham will challenge the defense. Go up strong off the glass. He gets another 2.
Change of pace para kay Zach Graham in that fast break. All of a sudden just exploded out to the basket for the 2 points.
Well, these 2 imports, itong pinag-usapan nga natin sa pre-game, these are 2 balik imports. Ito yung dalawang nagbalik mula dun sa Governor's Cup last year as Cliff Hodge misses a 3. So, their teams like them and what they bring. So, tingnan natin kung sinong mas maganda yung mapapakita. Well, at the end of the day, they just want their teams to win, diba? It's not about their own stats.
Because the more wins that you give to your team, mas madami kang laro mapaglalaruan.
Yun yung gauge actually, diba? Yung effectivity na nga ng import, it's not so much about the stats overall and dominating. Kung natatalo naman, parang useless nga yung statistics. John Wilson wanted to go. with a back pass to Reyes. Expected Reyes to cut, pero hindi nangyari yon. So turnover nangyari. O may update tayo kay Reynald Hugnatan mula kay Sel Guevara.
Before Reynald Hugnatan went to the court, I was talking to him dun sa dugout at dumaplis lang naman daw yung bola sa kanyang kanang talukap kaya konti lang naman ang dugo nito. Good thing, no need for stitches, that's why he's back in the game. Balik sa inyo.
Ano yung talukap?
Ano ba?
Eyelid.
Ayun.
Maraming salamat, Sel. Maraming salamat. Yun naman yung hula ko talaga eh. Di ba? Yun yung hula ko, pero hindi lang ako sigurado. Jumper from Canaleta from 3, wala yan. Offensive rebound from Asi Taulava. He puts it in. And they didn't have that before. A guy who could get that offensive rebound and command that attention inside that way. Itong si Asi Taulava. And, you know, talagang ibang dimension na bibigay ni Asi Taulava sa Air 21. I'm sure very excited ang kanilang coaching staff. Maybe they wish he came a little bit earlier in the conference.
But you take what you get.
Foul is called underneath. Sa game na ito na napapansin natin, a lot of these smaller guys, you got Wilson, you got Don Custodio on the other side, they're playing inside. They're trying to get baskets inside the shaded area. Hindi takot pumasok, makipagbakbakan dun sa malalaki ng kalaban. And they've been fouled because of that. Na-award naman nila ng dalawang free throws. Here's that strong rebound mula kay Asi Taulava. That's a Rexona power rebound brought to us by Rexona men with 50% more long-lasting protection, so you can do more. John Wilson.
You talked about the influence or ano ba yung nadadala ng isang Asi Taulava. Even Renren Ritualo now being given some minutes by Coach Franz Pumaran. You know Renren will knock the shots from outside or he will take most of the shots from there. And now that you have Asi Taulava to get that rebound, Renren will not hesitate taking those shots.
And he will also not hesitate to pass to a cutting teammate. One assist for Renren Ritualo. Another basket para kay Zach Graham on that nice curl. Nahanap siya ni Renren Ritualo. 4 na lang ang lamang ng Meralco Bolts with 3 minutes and 20 remaining here in the first half. Cortez makes his move. Passes over to Hodge. Strong to the basket. Another 2 para kay Cliff Hodge.
Coach Franz Pumaran livid that time because of the defense na pinakita ng Air 21. Air 21 got lost in that shuffle.
At may dribbling violation pa ang Air 21 Express. So turnover ang naging resulta. So they were able to cut it down to 4, but then now it's back to 6. Tapos turnover pa at the 3:01 mark. You know this guy, they're having difficulty stopping Cliff Hodge at this moment.
He's shooting from the outside. He's cutting when he's supposed to cut. Just doing the right things. Itong si Cliff Hodge at the right time.
Pinasabit ni Mario West itong si Nino Canaleta. Pangalawa na ni Nino yan. So Mario West will go to the line, but not before this timeout. Air 21 Express calls a ceasefire. Panood simula Setyembre 18 to 24. Yung mga fans natin observing the action between Meralco and Air 21, where Meralco is leading by 6, 39 to 33, and Mario West will be at the line for free throws when they come out of this huddle. An early lead from Meralco Doms went up by as much as 60, pero Air 21 has found its way back and is really in the thick of things dito sa ating second quarter.
Zach Graham came alive here in the second quarter. 8 points already for their import. But Cliff Hodge, 17.7 rebounds. Second quarter pa lang tayo. Usually statistics na yan pang buong laro eh.
Tama. Well, maganda rin. He's shooting better than 50% from the field. So ang ganda pinapakita ni Cliff Hodge. And a bunch of those shots were from the outside. So, yun na nga. He's shooting well and it opens up things also para sa kanya inside as well. Kasi lumalapit yung defender sa kanya. Nakakakat siya to the basket.
We always talk about guys not taking away shots from the other scorers and opportunities. Cliff Hodge also with no turnovers in this ballgame so far.
Zach Graham challenging the defense of Cliff Hodge. Graham goes all the way in para sa dalawa. And I think he have to do that to try to keep Cliff Hodge honest also on the other side. He gotta make him work on the other side. Baka sakaling mapagod si Cliff Hodge. I'm sure parte ng strategy ni Zach Graham yun. Mario, strong to the basket. Gets the contact from Asi. No goal. Renren Ritualo with the rebound. Atkins is running. The cut to the basket. Ang ganda sana nun. Pero Hugnatan reading it and stealing it in the passing lane. Cortez assessing the situation. Going up. Mario West gets hammered by Nino Canaleta. And Canaleta, that's his third personal partner with still 2 minutes and 2 seconds remaining dito sa ating second quarter.
Simon Atkins struggling a little bit in this ball game. We mentioned in that previous game, wala siyang turnover. Pero dito sa larong ito, nakakatatlo na si Simon Atkins. But you appreciate what Asi Taulava did. Dinapitan niya agad si Simon Atkins after that play at sinabi niya, it's okay because you want his confidence. Ayaw mong bumaba yun na one game lang. You understand what this guy can do. So you want to build him up even when he's not doing as well as he did.
Si Mario Weft nagminti sa pangalawang free throw. Only 2 of 7 from the line so far in the first half. Doms itong si Mario Weft. But he's got 9 points. Ren Ritualo hits a three-pointer. And we haven't seen that in some time. Ren Ritualo, unang tira pa lang, pasok na. So give him an assist earlier. Tapos may three-pointer pa si Ren. Let's see if he can stay in the rotation.
Magandang minuto.
Quality no? Ito si Reynel Hugnatan against the bigger Asi Taulava. Wanted to challenge but Atkins pokes it away. Atkins, he'll pull it back. Ren, 2 in a row. Yes, sir!
Back-to-back three-point shots for Ren Ritualo. And right away when Simon Atkins got that ball on that fast break, hinahanap niya agad si Ren.
Literally, Ren Ritualo ties it up. 6-point lead yung Meralco. Nakadalawang tres siya. 41 all na ang ating score. You know, forgive me for getting too excited about Ren Ritualo partner, but you gotta love it when the rain man starts raining threes. Sapagkat but we used to see that almost every day from this guy, Ren Ritualo.
Ren 2 out of 2 from that three-point area. 6 points, 2 rebounds, and 1 assist. In 4 minutes of action.
Quality.
Diba?
Oh, very efficient. Tingnan natin kung makatuloy-tuloy siya. 41 all, a minute and 15 remaining. And you know, now suddenly you gotta change up the defense a bit if you're Ryan Gregorio, because you got guys shooting from the outside. Perfect from Rainbow Country. He's gotta feel good about himself. He was taking shots earlier.
You know, one thing about Ren Ritualo, kahit di siya nagagamit ng mga previous games, when I would talk to him, still always positive, always early to shoot around. And I was talking to him at sinabi niya, alam mo, di mo alam kasi kung kailan ka gagamitin. So you have to be prepared.
Kailangan laging handa. Boy Scout ang dating, di ba? Dapat. Ito, Mike Cortez. Para sa Meralco. To Mario. Mario, nice fake going one way, but lost his footing. Atkins once again. He'll throw it to the trailer. Graham, that's too weak yung pasa niya. And a good hustle play from John Wilson to dive for that ball and call for a timeout. 30-second variety. And sayang yung pasa ni Simon Atkins. That should have been a sure two. A little higher for Graham, and he would have finished on that break.
It was good to see Simon Atkins able to connect that three-point pass niya kanina dito kay Ren Ritualo, because makakalimutan niya ibang mga turnovers na previously.
Ito, nadulas Oh, ang ganda na nung fake. And he made the right decision. Pass was just a bit...
Actually, maganda yung pasa, hindi lang nasalo ni Zach Graham.
Tama. On the replay, we saw that.
Could have been, maybe, arguably, medyo mababa ng konti.
A little more, just a little more. Still 41 apiece, 54.3 remaining in the first half. Meralco ball. Earlier in this half, 22-6 ang ating score. There was a 16-point lead for the Meralco Bolts. That's 2 games in a row that they've lost a big lead. Hugnatan on that drive, the right-handed shot over after Taulava.
Hugnatan playing one of his better conferences for the Meralco Bolts. You know, you talk about somebody who's been consistent in the local scoring. Reynel Hugnatan, hindi lang scoring, pati rebounding, at of course yung depensa na hindi mo nakikita sa stat sheet.
Tama yun. Simon Atkins' jumper. It's an air ball on the rebound play. Who touched it last? Hugnatan daw ang huli. 5 seconds to shoot para sa Air 21 Express. Di tumama sa ring. Yung tira nitong si Atkins. He'll do the inbound from the baseline. He goes to Ren takes that three. Masyadong malakas yan on the rebound. Who's gonna get it? Mike Cortez. 11 seconds remaining. Nice spin mula kay Mario West. Getting the 2. So 8.8 to work with for the Air 21 Express. Atkins. Foul given up. Ito si Mike Cortez.
What a smart move by Mario West. He knew if he went that same way, that same side, mafa-foul siya ni Ren. Made that quick spin towards the middle, got the 2 points.
3.5 seconds. Zach Graham knows it. Takes the jumper. It's offline. At sa pagkatapos ng ating first half, 45-41 ang ating score. Zach Graham trying his best to keep his team apace with the Meralco Bolts. But Cliff Hodge has other ideas. Si Hodge hitting from everywhere para sa Meralco Bulls, and Ren came to hit 2 threes dito sa ating second quarter. Ang ating score, 45-41. Meralco up by 4. 5-41. And what a ball game. Yung contrast in the two quarters, Doms. First quarter, Meralco seemed to have had it in total control, going up by almost 20 points, I think, in that first quarter. No, that's 16 points. 22-6 dun sa first quarter na yan. Pero itong Air 21 humirit dan sa second quarter, bring it all the way down and cutting it to 4 at the half.
Actually, even in that first quarter, 11-0 run ang ginawa nitong Air 21. So they kept it close at the end of that first quarter. But in that second quarter, palitan pa rin itong dalawang kumpara na to. At the end of the two quarters, only 4 points up ang Meralco Bulls.
In the first quarter, sabi nga natin, a fast start para sa Meralco Bulls. They were hitting baskets from all over the place, especially this guy, itong si Cliff Hodge. Who would have thought Cliff Hodge would be the #1 gunner from 3-point range para sa Meralco Bulls? You'd think Sunday Salvacion, maybe Mark Cortez, pero not Cliff Hodge. He hit 2 there. There's si Mario West, ang kanta rin na pinakita. Tumira rin mula sa 3-point area. They hit 3 3-pointers there in the first quarter, stretching up that lead. Yan na nga, yung 22-6. Pero nag-run naman ng Air 21, despite the good shooting from the outside, cutting it to just 7 at the end of one quarter, 24-17.
Well, look at that field goal percentage, rather field goal attempts of both these teams. The Meralco about 6 out of 15, 10 out of 24 para dito sa Air 21. But that 3-point field goals, actually yung 3 points na yan, dapat yung Meralco Bulls yung 3 out of 5, 1 out of 2 yung Air 21. Nagkabaliktad lang po yan. But that's why itong Meralco Bulls were able to get ahead in that first quarter because of that 3-point shooting. But in the second quarter, good pass by Renner and Ritualo to the cutting Zachary Graham. Graham coming alive in that second quarter. But look at Cliff Hodge still continuing to do damage para dito sa Meralco Bulls. He ended our quarter, our half, in 17 points and a good defense para sa Air 21. And Simon Atkins will find Renner and Ritualo on that fast break to knock down that 3-point shot. Ritualo with back-to-back trays in the second quarter. So nag-iba naman yung 3-point shooting in that second quarter, 3 out of 6 for Air 21. And the free throws naman para dito sa Meralco Bulls, that's why they were still able to build on that lead and still end up with the end of the score na 4 points at the half dahil nandun pa rin sila sa free throw line. 6 assists para dito sa Meralco Bulls, only 4 for Air 21, but that was able to make them come back in that quarter. And yung turnovers, they were able to check it in that second quarter para sa Air 21.
So maganda rin, well, if you're Air 21, you're happy because you outscored Meralco in that second quarter. So you were able to outshoot a team that was really hot nung first half, hitting 3-pointers. So sa pag-umpisa ng aksyon ng ating second half, 4 lamang nitong mga naka-orange na may possession ngayon. That's Reynel Hugnatan posting up against Asi. At yung hook shot ni Reynel Hugnatan, it's short. That's another thing that Asi Taulabak, hindi kung dati imamani ni Reynel Hugnatan ng depensa. Pag Asi Taulabak nasa harap mo, medyo may iba yung tira mo ng konti.
Eric Salamat getting the nod from Coach Franz Pumarin to start out this third quarter. So pretty much pareho yung starting five, except for Eric Salamat who's taking in the place of Ogie Minor. But Vic Manuel suffering a shoulder injury in that last game. It's good to see him playing because he brings that toughness, yung rebounding na gusto ng Air 21 na manggaling sa kanya.
Makibalita tayo kay Sel Guevara kung ano nangyari sa halftime.
Air 21 had a slow start, but according to the coaching staff, they're already playing the basketball that they want to play, and they just want to continue the second half with confidence. And it's that confidence na inaalala naman ng Meralco. They have to get past through, worrying with Air 21's confidence, and they have to make more sacrifices to get that one win to get to the playoffs. Charlie, Dominic?
Thanks a lot, Sel. Hindi pwede kasing iniisip mo kung anong strategy ng kabilang team. Dapat gawin mo lang yung dapat mong gawin para makuha ang panalo, and I guess focus is what is needed for Meralco to try to get back on that good run they had in the first quarter. 1 minute almost gone by dito sa ating second half. Si Taulava hinahanap si Zach Graham at the post. Graham double team, turns the other way, doesn't hit the basket, pero may foul mula kay Mario West. That's his second personal.
That's good primary defense by the Meralco Bulls. Mario West getting a little bit frustrated na tawagan siya ng personal foul in that play.
We'd like to offer our sincere condolences to the PBA head statistician Fidel Mangonan and his family. Fidel's mom passed away, partner. The wake is at Chapel 2, House of Many Mansions Memorial Chapels on MacArthur Highway in Pulong Bulo, Angeles City, and the cremation will be on Tuesday or Wednesday. That's to be announced. So condolences and sympathies to the family of Fidel.
Fidel Moron, definitely. Alam mo, isa sa isang institusyon dito sa PBA has been helping this league for so long and continues to help. So our condolences to him and his family.
Mario West tracked down that rebound. Puro white shirts ang kanyang nakita na dumedepensa. Goes over to Hodge. Hodge on the move. Going away from the basket. Ang tira niya, pasok pa rin! Cliff Hodge!
Wow. Nanggagaling yung punto sa 3 points, sa offensive rebound, sa mga drive na ganon. Cliff Hodge is showing the entire repertoire dito sa larong ito.
Tawag sa ganun, fade away, layup, hook shot. Parang,
With the bump.
oh, palayo sa basket di ba? Pero pasok pa rin, soft touch off the glass. Asi gusto sana sumagot. They go to Graham. Graham on that curl. Wanted to get it from there. Vic Manuel with a one-handed putback.
Vic Manuel coming alive here in the third quarter. Now with 3 points. And you want him to be cleaning up shots like that, especially when Asi's not able to get to the offensive glass.
Hodge, they left him open. He hits another basket. Cliff Hodge is on fire, partner.
Kapag titignan mo yung game plan ng Air 21, you want, among all the guys on the floor, you want guys like Chris Timberlake or Cliff Hodge to be shooting the basketball. But Hodge already with 21 points in the ball game, kinakailangan depensahan mo na ng matindi.
It's a 3-point lead for Meralco. No goal para sa Air 21. Here's Mario. Mario to the basket, kicks it out. Atkins taps it over to Vic Manuel. Siya na rin nagdala ng bola. Vic Manuel will try to finish all the way for the basket. Another one back-to-back para kay Vic.
Didn't start out too well, Vic Manuel. Now in the third quarter, hustle points pa rin yun para kay Manuel because he was able to get that tap off Simon Atkins and then straight to the hoop.
They gave him the baseline kasi Mario West and he made them pay to get another basket, stretching the lead back to 3. Meralco labang pa rin, 51-48. Salamat to Atkins. Zach Graham's jumper doesn't go from 3. John Wilson gets the rebound, brings the ball, decides to take it. He lost it once. They allowed him to get it back. He gets it.
The most dangerous player is the guy who has that basketball. After he takes that shot, alam niya kung saan babagsak yun eh.
Back to a 5-point lead. Ito si Taulava. Inside the paint, natawagan ng foul. Isa sa mga Meralco Bolts. 21, that's Reynel Hugnatan. Kanyang personal foul, second niya yan. And Asi will not go to the line. That was downstairs, so it's going to be a side court inbound. Eric Salamat ang gagawa niyan. Bonbon Custodio has been inserted into the lineup para kay Simon Atkins. Here's Graham. Kicks it over to Bonbon. He's open. Passes inside to Asi. Unselfish play mula kay Bonbon.
And you want to reward Asi whenever he gets himself free down low.
Ganda nun last second lahat ng tao nakatingin na kay Bonbon Custodio, squared up for that jumper, decided to go down to the big man for the easier, more high percentage shot. Mario West tiptoeing into the lane, mintis ang kanyang tira. Ito si Eric Salamat nagdadala, hand off to Zach. Zach sees a path to the basket, he yo-yos the ball and gets it too.
What great recognition by Zach Graham. Nakita niyang walang dumepensa, libreng-libre yung linya papuntang basket. Took advantage of it.
Parang nag-red sea doon yung depensa, sakto. All the way to the lane. Sabi niya, uy, no one is there. He decided to take it all the way. Bonbon Custodio called for a personal. Ito yung pasang. Ganda no? Inside to Asi Taulava. That was Bonbon on the assist. Tapos Zach Graham naman. Six seconds on the Meralco shot clock. Cortez in the lane. Jumper from 16. Pasok!
Right away early on, itong si Mike Cortez pinasok na ni Coach Ryan Gregorio. You know, one advantage that Coach Ryan has is yung assistant coach niya si Coach Jong Nichico, very familiar on how to use a Mike Cortez.
Zach Graham trying to get free. He lost his defender. Ang ganda naman ng galaw na yun para mawala si Mario West.
So shifty, has those pump fakes, has that athletic ability to be able to shoot over you, go around you, or go through you.
20 puntos na para kay Zach Graham, pero Mario West agad-agad naman sumagot. 16 o 15 points naman para kay Mario West.
in this third quarter. The scoring is way up there. Defense not really being able to play or hindi masyado napapahirapan yung mga ofensiba except for that play.
Mike Cortez, alam niya yung galaw ni Acido Lava, inantay niya, supalpal mula sa likod, and on the other end, Cortez finishes with the left hand. That was all Mike Cortez. Good defense on one end, the great finish with the left on the other. Chance for the three-point play pa. Ayun, no?
Nag-abot yan, ha? John Wilson, Mike Cortez sa Barangay Ginebra. So magkakilala rin yung dalawang yan.
And he completes that three-point play. Meralco, biglang anim na bigla. Ang lamang nila 60-54. At sa pagtawid sa timeline, napatawag ng timeout. 30-second variety ang Air 21 Express. Dahil yun na, kanina 1 point na lang. All of a sudden, it's back to a 6-point lead. They just can't get over that hump. Meralco has been in the lead since the first quarter. Ito si Coach Ryan wants to make sure he keeps that lead. Yung dalawang mama na yan, pinapasalamatan namin ng radio partners namin, 90.7 Love Radio, 101.1 Yes FM, 96.3 Easy Rakat. Yung dalawang yan, nasa DCSR 918 Sports Radio. Ayan, nakita nila, nasa big screen sila. That's L.A. Mumar and Enrique Reyes. Yung mga taga dun sa isang school. Yung dalawang yan, dun sa isang
pero si Eric okay lang.
Okay lang.
Nauna na naman siya mag-green.
Oo nga pala. Ka-eskwela mo nga pala yan, no? Si Enrique. Before going on, and he ended up being a Ateneo Sports Hall of Famer. Diba?
But Eric, one thing about Eric Reyes, he's an epitome of a guy who works really hard and napakatagal din niya dito sa ligang ito. He was a guy na big man nung una, tapos nag-transition into a smaller forward, was able to use his quickness, his defensive ability, and also developed his three-point shot.
Back at the Cuneta Astrodome in Pasay City, this guy has been a scoring machine sa larong ito. Cliff Hodge, 21 points in this ball game. A while ago, he had a Photon strong drive brought to us by Photon. Empower your business. And if you saw that drive, akala mo baka puro ganun yung tira ni Cliff Hodge dahil mahilig makipagbakbakan sa loob yan. Hindi. Nakakatatlong 3-pointer na yan. 21 points, 8 rebounds, 9 of 15 from the field. So what a ball game offensively para kay Cliff Hodge. Good defense as well. Credit the block to Cliff Hodge and Meralco. Turning it on here, up by 6. Gusto nilang palakihin yan, and Mike Cortez takes that 3 no-go, and Mario Wef taps that ball out.
This third quarter, so far being a shootout. 15 points already for Meralco. 13 naman para dito sa Air 21. So the defense taking a little bit of a back seat dito sa quarter na ito.
Eric Salamat, inilabas muna. Joseph Yo ang pinasok. Many years ago, you can't really imagine these guys high-fiving each other, no? Yung mga Eric Salamat at Joseph Yo. Diba? Ngayon, magkakampi na sila, magkakaibigan na sila lahat. Fierce rivalries that they used to have back in the college days.
Oh, talk about fierce rivalry, Joseph Yo and Enrico Villanueva.
Oo, talaga. Actually, umabot pa yan dito sa PBA. Is Acito Lava creating space, getting a foul, chance for the three-point play from The Rock.
At 40, still one of the most dominating big men in the league.
Kasi pag hinabol niya yung bola, all out Bigay todo yung pag-lunge niya. Hard to move someone that big. Creates so much area for himself to operate. And he loves it when he gets that ball in right away. Kasi yung free throw, parang bonus na lang talaga yon when he gets that 2 right away.
And as you get older, the first thing that goes, yung legs mo yung natutulak ka na. But Asi, if you look at his workout regimen, I spoke to a couple of people who have worked with him, yung legs talaga niya, he continues to build on the strength of his legs to be able to maintain yung kanyang strength.
And with his three-point play, the lead was cut down to 4. Cortez gustong balitan niya, gustong balitan. Yun na nga nangyari. Balik sa 6 man lamang ng Meralco. 62-56, 11 points na ito si Mike Cortez. Good second game para sa kanya with the Meralco Bulls.
7 points in the third quarter for Cortez. You're really looking to him, Cortez also being a little bit more aggressive.
Look at that guy. Look at that guy. Just making space. Very patient itong si Acito Lava. You think he's forcing it. Pero mali pagkamali ng depensa, inatake niya agad.
Acito Lava, if you look at his moves, he'll bump you first and then isi-swing niya yung bola papunta dun sa kabila. But he keeps that ball up high. And like you mentioned, he can create that space, give him that separation from the defense for the 2 points.
But you know, Doms, itong Meralco has been making it a habit. Pag nakashoot yung Air 21, attack sila agad to try to get the 2 or the 3 back immediately. Nagmintis nga lang unang free throw ni Mario West, shooting horrendously from the line sa larong ito. I think he's only made 2 of 9 from that free throw area. Itong si Mario West. Canaleta gusto sumagot. Tapik palabas ni Mike Cortez. Foul called on the other side. The referee at the baseline just wanted to call it an outside. Pero itong isang referee sabi may foul daw. So nasa linya si Nino.
2 shots, KJ Canaleta.
With that trade of Mike Cortez to the Meralco Bolts, sama mo pa itong si Borboran. For both teams benefiting from that trade. For Meralco, they're getting that point guard with a different dimension for them, especially now that Chris Ross is still struggling with his game. Ito namang Air 21 getting Asi Taulava, that inside presence that they've been wanting for the longest time.
Mario West spins in the lane. At awkward looking shot, gaya na sinabi mo nga kanina, pero effective. Pasok na naman para kay Mario.
End of the day, it doesn't matter paano mo na shoot, basta shumot.
The feed to Zach Graham, they lose it. Asi tried to pick it up, pero J.R. Reyes ang nakakuha ng bola. Up ahead to Mario. Mario will challenge Canaleta. Strong to the hoop.
KG just kept guessing where Mario West was gonna go. Mario West so shifty, still able to get that 2.
Doon nga maganda yung pagka-awkward pagka out of timing to si Mario West. Just like a guy like Mark Cardona. Nahirap yung mga defender to guess what he's gonna do next dahil nga kontra-tempo yung mga tira, yung mga galaw. And on that play nga, sabi mo si Canaleta, parang ano ba gagawin itong mamang to? Hindi na nakareact itong pag-layup. Zach Graham is at the line. Everybody's getting hit with that free throw bug partner. They're missing free throws. For more on Mario West, let's hear from Sel Guevara.
When Mario West got fouled out last game, he considers it that it's not a big deal for him. That's why he's able to get out of that in his head, because he wants to focus on being a two-dimensional or being an all-out player for this game to help and win and get into the playoffs. Charlie?
Well, there's no use in crying over what happened last ball game. Nagalaga nila in this conference. Mabilis nga ito. Patapos na nga bigla yung elimination round natin. Parang kailan lang tayo nag-umpisa, Doms. So tonight, 21 points. He had 22 last ball game. So he's obviously gonna eclipse that tonight. Good field goal percentage. Sa free throw lang, medyo sablay ito si Mario West.
Oh, back-to-back boo-boos for Air 21. That foul initially by Mario on Mario West. And then after that, that missed free throw, nakunan sila ng offensive rebound.
And J.R. Reyes hit that. Suddenly, it's an 11-point lead by Meralco, 70-59. Napatawag ng timeout. Cuneta Astrodome. This is the PBA Governors Cup. At yan ang ating mga ulala, mahal ng masa fans of the day. Mula sa masarap, malaman, mura at ka-invenient kasi easy to open ulalam, ready to eat ulam. Para sa masa, mahal ng masa, ulalam. 15 pesos lang.
Meralco able to get those fast breaks already with 10 fast break points dito sa ating laro. Air 21 needing to be able to get down on defense because Meralco is a team that not really known for their fast break, but kung mabibit ka pa sa ganyan, mahihirapan ng Air 21 makahabol sa larong ito.
And they get that afford to let this get out of hand. Kanina, 16 points na lamang ng Meralco in the first half. They battled back. Now it's back to 11. And coming off that timeout, they don't get anything. Jumper by Josephio on the right. Rattles out. 3-minute mark ng ating third quarter. Mario West being patient, driving out to the basket. No one is there to stop him except himself. He misses it. Ito si Josephio. Kicks it over to Bonbon. Gets some contact mula kay Wilson upstairs.
Napasabit pa ni Bonbon Custodio. When you have Custodio and you at the same time on the floor, then you have a Zachary Graham. Can you imagine these three guys going on a fast break? Hindi mo talaga alam kung saan pupunta eh.
Yun nga sinasabi ko in my mind. I was thinking if Sharma or Canaleta get that rebound, the three can just release, diba? Tapos takbuhan na, bahala na kung ano mangyari on that fast break. 2 free throws para kay Bonbon. Cuts the lead down to 9 at the 2:40 mark ng ating third quarter. So kailangan makuha muna yung rebound, diba? Yun yung importante ron. Mario West, Sharma and JRAF, tulakan. Tinawagan ng foul itong si Carlos Sharma.
We haven't seen Renren Ritualo come back.
Oji Minor is about to check in. Sunday's 3, pasok yan para sa Meralco Bulls. And what a time for that to come. They're breaking this game open again. It's a 12-point lead here in the third quarter. Zach Graham goes to Canaleta. He's gonna post up John Wilson. Shoots over him, pero hindi pa rin pumasok. Bongon hangs in the air but misses the putback.
Tough break that time for Custodio. They needed that.
Mario on the move. He loves that move. May distraction. Ganda ng depensa ng Air 21 on that play. Josephio comes back to get the ball from his co-green archer. Itong si Carlos Sharma. Canaleta on the move. Wanted to swing it over to Josephio before the pass. Natamaan. It's gonna be called on Meralco Bulls.
That'll be free throws for KG.
That's his third.
KG Canaleta coming from a 30-point game against that to win over Talking Text. So far, Canaleta 3 out of 6 from that free throw area.
Cine Filipino, kwento ang hari. Mapapanood simula September 18 until September 24. Canaleta, medyo yung output niya ngayon not nearly as good as last time out. So he's got to get going if his team wants to come back here in the second half.
So first and foremost for Air 21, depensa ang kailangan nila pakita dito sa third quarter. They have allowed Meralco to score 28 points so far dito sa third quarter.
There's a foul called sa pagtawid pala ng bola itong Meralco Bulls. And so nasa linya ngayon si Mike Cortez para sa dalawang free throws. Swishes the first. Cardona comes back in. Upo muna si John Wilson. Sa 12-point lead, Doms, biglang-bigla yan yung run ng Meralco nga para iwanan ng konti itong Air 21, which was being very, very pesky sa pag-umpisa ng ating third quarter. They brought it all the way down to just 1.
And then all of a sudden, you got Santi Salvacion knocking down a 3-point shot and Mario West becoming more aggressive dito sa third quarter.
And yun nga, you have to credit the defense ng Meralco. Yan, nakaagaw na naman sila. Matt Cardona, too fast, it's tapped away. Ball will stay with the Orange Men. 13-point, gusto pa nilang dagdagan yan. With a minute and 20 remaining in the third, Mike Cortez, naghanap ng papasan. They go to JR.
Air 21 needs to make a couple of good plays on defense.
Mario West, ginamit ang pick ni JR. Frees him up for the 3. In and out para sa kanya. Carlos Shama gets that rebound. He'll bring it down. Pinasa kay Zach Graham. And a moving pick mula kay Carlos Sharma. It's called right beside the referee.
That's his third.
And those are the plays that will hamper itong run ng Air 21. Carlos Sharma needing to settle down after this play. That's that moving screen. Could have been a non-call.
Call will stand though. 45 seconds remaining dito sa third quarter. Meralco firmly in control. Cortez, jumper. Doesn't go. Nice challenge, J.R. Reyes. It'll go back to Air 21. They're desperate for a basket. Bonbon up ahead to Oji Minor. Minor inside to Sharma. He fakes once. The soft touch Walayan gets it back. Off the glass.
That should settle down Carlos Sharma. Good offensive rebound. Sayang, yung una niyang fake di pumasok. And getting that offensive rebound, putting some pressure on Meralco.
Last second shot time na partner para dito sa Meralco Bolts. 10 seconds to shoot. Halos sakto na yung game clock saka shot clock natin. 10th of a second na lang ang diferensya. May konting tulakan. Oji Minor. Sabi, siya daw yung nabigyan. But they're in penalty, so that foul is going to result in free throws. Na-warningan pa si Oji Minor dahil sa reaksyon niya pagkatapos itong pito. Ayun, yung pito. Ayun, nag-react. So Sunday goes to the line para for dalawa. And Sunday, he hasn't been hitting from outside. This could get him going.
Sunday hit a 3-point shot dun sa run na yun. Kaya rin nakalamang itong Meralco dito sa third quarter. But it's not the Sunday that we really know, yung dikit-dikit na 3 points.
Hindi kasi si Cliff Hodge yung tumitira ng tres ngayon. Di ba? Sabi ni Cliff Hodge, ako muna Sunday.
At di naman niya aagawan yung mga tirang yun ni Cliff Hodge dahil pasok naman.
4 seconds to go. Bonbon looks up, jumper from 17. Pasok yan at the buzzer. That's gonna count. They're gonna probably review it. But a good way to end that quarter to cut the lead a little. Pero Meralco, ganda ng pinakita rito, especially in the later part of this third quarter. Asi Taulava getting an early basket, pero pagkatapos nun, Mike Cortez nag-init na. Mario West tuloy-tuloy na, driving to the basket, defying the defense. At the end of 3 quarters, it's an 11-point lead for Meralco. 77-66 ang ating score.
Ibang klase. Direct, ibang klase, direct.
Pero nagsabi nga, na-excite masyado yung mga ibang player. Diba? Cuneta Afro doon din tayo last Wednesday, partner. Yung 2 weeks ago, na Wednesday. Ito, nagkabakbakan din ng konti rito sa hardcourt.
Yun ang preview.
Oo. Diba?
And the one with the best move, Coach Tim Cone.
Yun ang the best. Take down.
Oo, napakaganda ng ginawa ni Coach Tim to stop that little hustle that we had in that ball game. And talking about the third quarter, Charlie, you know, Cortez had 9, Mario West had 10. So it's really the defense of Air 21 needing to step up dito sa fourth quarter. Field goal percentage para sa Meralco dun sa third quarter na yun, 57%.
That's why they built up that double-figure lead. Pero ngayon, balik sa Sham dahil sa unang tira ni Canaleta to start this quarter. Reyes inside the lefty hook off the glass. Something that I think would make him a much more effective post-up guy if he perfects that shot.
Well, Coach Ronnie Magsano put it perfectly. Itong si J.R. Reyes, you know, he's good, he's tall. Ang nangyayari lang, hindi makatuloy-tuloy dahil sa injuries.
Zach Graham with that jumper. You know, when he gets free, that range, okay na okay yun. Here's Cortez with the move. Kicks it out. Sunday open from 3. Offline, offensive rebound and putback. Mark Cardona hustling for that putback.
Cannot give offensive rebounds when you're trying to get back in the ball game.
Canaleta spins around. Baseline. One fake. Goes up. Off the glass. Walayan gets it right back. Those long arms. He's open again. The short shot. Finally gets it. And that was all Canaleta on that play. Ito, bigay namin sa'yo. Bahala ka na, partner. Dumiskarte ka na.
Got that offensive rebound and then dribbled it out. And then nawala yung depensa ng Meralco. Caught napping.
And they let him even take a second shot from the other side of the basket, no? So, ito na. Balik sa 9. Gusto na naman dalhin sa double figures itong Meralco Bulls. Cortez, siya naman ang titira ngayon. Pasok na naman para kay Mike Cortez. Hey, you think he's comfortable already with the Meralco uniform, Doms? Pinapakita niya rito sa second half.
Well, in this third quarter and here in the fourth quarter, Cortez really taking his game to town. Pinapakita niya, bakit ba ako gusto ng Meralco in that trade?
Well, in fact, he's playing so well. Si Chris Ross nga, hindi na napapasok dito sa ating second half. Cortez shoves it over to Cardona and the two guys hook up. Kanina, ang ganda ng pasa kay Cardona kay Cortez. Now he returns the favor. Balik sa 11 ang lamang ng Meralco. You were looking for Renan Ritualo. He's back in the ball game. Pinasok pa siya ng but Air 21 Express calls a timeout with 9:35 remaining. Mike Cortez to Cardona, very familiar to all the fans.
You're watching PBA here on IBC 13 and like what I said, Air 21 is happy that they're playing their brand of basketball, but Coach Franz Pumaran wants to add a little more to it. Kung pwedeng mas mag-rebound pa, then the better. I think right now Air 21 is in search for more intensity and firepower from the players. Charlie, Dominic?
Well, they've got 9 minutes and 35 to try to bring all that energy and firepower sapagkat ang hinahabol nila 11 puntos ang lamang ng Meralco Bulls. And you know, the energy level ng Meralco seems to have turned it on midway through the third quarter until now. Let's see what Air 21 can do on that play. Asi Taulava lost it and traveled with it.
Well, they did what Coach Franz wanted to do. Nagbubble lang itong si Asi Taulava in that turnover.
Cardona trapped in the lane. Kicks it out to Timberlake. So Timberlake ang ginagamit here in the fourth quarter as the primary point guard. He kicks it out to Hodge. Hodge has been quiet for some time. Wilson to Hodge. Hodge decides to take a 3. That's long. Rebound Asi Taulava. Here's Canaleta. He looked up. Nakita ni si Manuel pero sabi niya, ako na lang on the way in. He gets hit. That's a foul on Mark Cardona.
Gotta see a little bit more aggressiveness from KG Canaleta. Haven't really seen him take much of those 3-point shots. So far, just 2 attempts from KG.
Zach Graham wants to go baseline. Bagsak ang kanyang defender. He was open for a while. But Wilson comes back. He recovers from that flop. And then he gets the ball all the way to Mario West. Ang dali naman ng basketball pag gano'n ang numbers. Ganda na spacing no?
When you're not able to get back on defense, the fast break is just so easy.
Baker doesn't lead para sa Meralco. 87-74. Air 21 falling behind again here late. And Canaleta shot not there. Vic Manuel takes that shot and bago pa man nakuha ni Asi Taulabang rebound, it's a goaltending na tinawag kontra rito sa Meralco Bolts. So that's 2 points for Vic Manuel.
Basketball interference.
Oh, yun, basket interference. Tama. Yun yung mas tamang terminology doon. Maraming salamat. Ito naman, ano nangyari dito? Offensive foul ang tinawag kontra rito kay Timberlake. Siniko. Ito si Simon Atkins. So the ball goes back the other way. And Air 21 has to capitalize sa mga ganyang turnover ng Meralco Bolts kung gusto nila makahabol dito sa fourth quarter.
The foul was actually called on J.R. Reyes.
Ito si Canaleta, down inside, no look pass sana kay Manuel, pero nakita pala.
The good thing about the Meralco Bolts, yung Air 21, nakakabunta sila dun sa spots, but Meralco able to extend their handout. Kung kanina naalala mo, yung dito kay John Wilson, was able to stop that play of Air 21.
Canaleta, bumoste sa ilalim. Nice turn and a soft shot for that guy. And the lead is back down to just 9, 87-78. Ang dahil pang oras, 7 minutes and 41 seconds remaining. Here's Mario. Mario goes right, goes left, back to the right. Soft shot, wala, pero nobody put a body on Cliff Hodge out of nowhere, soaring in for that putback.
23 points for Cliff Hodge. And from everywhere. Sinabi natin kanina, puro 3 points nung nagsimula siya. Then he's got a couple of outside shots as well. He's also gotten a layup and those putbacks, but John Wilson.
Oh, he got hit somewhere down there. At
the place where you don't want to get hit.
yung pag-agaw niya ng bola, siya nagsenyas agad. 30-second timeout ang sinenyas na sa ating referee. But I don't think you can call a 30 that situation. 30 nga ba tinawag?
Ayun, mukhang doon siya natamaan.
Oo,
After that defensive play on KG.
Boom! And timeout on the floor. We'll take a break and check up on John Wilson pagbalik namin. We're back at the Cuneta Astrodome. As we see, ito si John Wilson trying to shake off the pain sa nangyari sa kanya bago siya tumawag ng timeout. He got kicked where it hurts by Nino Canaleta. Pero good defensive play. You know, talk about presence of mind, partner. You're able to swipe that ball away. You get hit. And you're able to get that ball, call a timeout before you crumple to the floor. At alam mo, tinawag na ng referee. Granant na niya yung timeout mo.
Toughness.
Oo nga. Tigas nga. Ito. Yan ang tough partner. Tinan mo naman, fully adjusted na kaya? Pwede pa siguro ng konti. Pero maganda-ganda na rin ngayon.
Ay, sama mo pa dyan yung mga assist nitong si Mike Cortez. Cortez already with 6 assists in the ball game.
So 15 and 6 so far. Still 7 minutes and 3 seconds remaining para madagdagan niya yan. But right now, he's sitting on the bench. It's Chris Timberlake at the point. Mario F goes all the way in. That soft touch ni Mario F. He just throws it up to the ring, Pinapabayaan nila paminsan-minsan just to bounce around and drop in. Vic Manuel. Nowhere to go. Asi had to come out to get it. 7 seconds remaining on that shot clock. They go to Canaleta. He's trying to post up. 4 seconds to go. He spins baseline. Jumper. Pasok para kay Nino. He's starting to go to work. Ito si Nino Canaleta. Sunod-sunod na tira niya.
Well, he's being called upon by his coach and his teammates. Hinahanapan siya ng puntos here in the second half. KG with 10 points.
15 points in total. Ito si Mario West. 10 seconds to go on that shot clock. Timberlake. Move to Hugnatan. 4 seconds to go. Hodge fakes the 3. Comes in closer. 18-foot jumper. Masyadong malakas.
That time, that zone defense of Air 21 able to work.
Ayaw ni Cliff Hodge masyado yung on the run na tira. Gusto niya mas-set yung feet niya on that play. He's missed a couple of those. Vic Manuel inside. He challenges Cliff Hodge. Nothing there. Napikan ng bola. Ball will stay with Air 21. Last touch Mario West. So baseline inbound, it's going to be Bonbon Custodio. 5 minutes and 50 seconds remaining. It's an 11-point lead for Meralco as Mike Cortez quickly returns para kay Coach Ryan Gregorio. They're going to test his mettle here in the last 5:50.
Good job for Chris Timberlake. He gave Mike Cortez a 4 or 5 minute rest and still keeping the score at 11 points.
Taulava against 2, goes up strong. Foul is called on Reynel Hugnatan by our baseline referee. That's referee Guevara. So susubukin na naman nila ito si Afi Taulava from the line. 1 of 3 only from there. Make that 1 of 4. He's got 9 points and 11 rebounds. Close to a double-double. Remember in his first game, he only had 7 points and 9 rebounds. So mas maganda na ang numbers niya ngayon. But remember, they won in his first outing with Air 21. Now they're down by 11.
Another rebound by Cliff Hodge. Hodge just aggressive talaga eh. No? Lahat ng bolang pwede niyang kunin, he will fight for it.
So, takbo ng takbo. Talon ng talon. Yung walang tigil yung energy. Mario West in the lane, eluding the defenders all the way to the basket. Wala yan. Offensive tip in ni Cliff Hodge. Wala, but he tracks it down again. Wow, this guy Cliff Hodge is all over the floor. Somebody from Air 21 have to match that intensity and try to chase him and block him from certain spots. Down to 9 seconds. Mario West dumiskarte naman. Spin move on the way up. Afi Taulava gives up that foul. And he points outside, side court, sabi ni Afi Taulava. Sabi ng referee, hindi. Patira na siya, no?
Looking a little bit winded itong Air 21 dun sa kanilang depensa.
2 out of 10 from the line, Mario West so far dito sa ating laro.
Wow, really struggling in today's ball game.
That's 2 out of 11. A while ago, good play. They stopped Zach Graham. That was a Preftone defensive stop of the game brought to us by Preftone Brake Fluid for superior braking action and safety. Preftone Brake Fluid, siguradong nasa mabuti kang kamay. He finally hits another free throw. That's 3 out of 12. Para rito kay Mario West in this ball game. It stretches the lead to 12, 92-80. 4 minutes and 46 seconds remaining. Zach Graham's fade doesn't go. On the rebound, Afi Taulava tried to tap it in. But Hugnatan says enough is enough. Ito na Meralco going the other way. Si Mario West, parang namamasyal lang sa luneta eh. Nagpalakad-lakad, dala-dala yung bola, wasting time. And on that handoff, Bonbon Custodio, natamaan ito si Mike Cortez. That's a foul on Bonbon. John Wilson seems to be okay. Labas muna si Sunday Salvacion. This has proven to be an effective 5 para kay Coach Ryan Gregorio. These 5 guys who are in right now, Wilson, Hugnatan, West, Hodge, and Mike Cortez. And Reynel Hugnatan proves that once again, straight to the basket.
Also with the entry of Mike Cortez, Hugnatan, he will get different looks once he sets that screen.
Bonbon to Asi. Naghanap ng mga cutter si Asi. Decides to make his own move. The nice feed to Joseph Yo. Lefty layup, he hits it. Tapos may reach it, foul pa si Mario West. So chance for the 3-point play.
Sinuerte pa that Joseph Yo bobbled a little bit. Able to regain that basketball, then the foul.
And Asi Taulava, through the years, talagang na-improve na niya yung passing ability niya. You know, for his career, he's averaging 2.3 assists every ball game over that long stretch that he's been playing in the PBA. That's pretty good. That's a pretty good number for a center. Itong 2.3 assists. Minsan kasi yung mga sentro, pag you throw it inside, parang black hole na yan. Sila na, puposte na sila, didiscarte na sila. Mike Cortez wanted a 3, wala yan. Rebound taken by the Ninja. The low dribble coming into the lane. Kicks it out to Custodio. Balik sa kanya. Inside to Asi. One-on-one coverage mula kay Hugnatan, and that's a foul called kontra rito kay Reynel Hugnatan. So babalik sa linya si Asi Taulava. Hindi pala, side court inbound. That was a foul downstairs, not yet in penalty.
And because Asi made that pass to Joseph prior to that play, binigyan naman siya ng pasa din ni Joseph Yo.
Tit for tat sana yun. Just denied the basket. And on the turn, Hugnatan hits Asi once again. Called for another foul.
Foul on number 21, Rado Hugnatan.
And Hugnatan graduates from this ball game on 6 personals. J. Reyes agad-agad na tumayo at pinalitan ito si Reynel Hugnatan.
Hugnatan with 4.7 rebounds in this basketball game.
So not reaching his usual double-double. Malayo siya doon. But still 7 rebounds grabbed by this big man. He had a hard time guarding Asi Taulava. Nice spin mula kay Asi, missing the reverse. Pero pupunta na naman siya sa linya.
Vintage Asi Taulava move.
But he's got to prove to them that he can knock down those free throws. Last time out, 0 for 2 from the line. So ito si Asi. Kailangan patunayan niya na kaya niya ipasok ito. And that was way off, partner.
All his free throws that he's missed, strong.
Well, you know, parang synonymous yung strong sa Asi Taulava, partner. Di ba? 1 out of 6 from the line. Still haven't hit double figures. And Cliff Hodge tips it away. Ano, legal play, partner. Alam naman natin, pwede na yan. Pwede dito sa PBA yan.
There are very few players that actually are aggressive with that play. Raptor Rivas, itong si Cliff Hodge,
Mark Pingris.
Mark Pingris.
Yung iba kasi parang yung tendency nila is alam nila hindi pwedeng gawin yun. You gotta refocus your mind that you can do that. I'm sure there's some others who can. Bagsak si Cliff Hodge. Wala yan. J.R. Reyes is put back. Doesn't go. Asi Taulava bringing that ball. Bonbon. Naharang ng kanyang sariling kakampi. Down to Asi. He's alone. Easy layup for Taulava. Lead is down to 10 with 2.5 remaining. 94 to 84. 30-second timeout. Meralco Bolts. Gustong manigurado itong si Coach Ryan Gregorio. There is a cushion. 10 points, partner. But 2 minutes and a half. Marami pa pwede mangyari.
Madami pa pwedeng mangyari. But if you're Meralco, you're coming off a loss. You need this win to be able to move up to the 4 spots na inaasahan mo to get that twice to beat advantage. If you're Air 21, you're coming off a win. You need this win for survival.
Tama yun. Alam mo, kanina nakakwentuhan ko si Bitoy Omalon during the warm-ups way before, about 2 hours before this ball game. Tinatanong nga niya sa akin, may chance pa ba kaming umangat? Sabi ko, syempre, dahil yung number 3 nga hanggang sa inyo na lowest record together with may kakampi sila dyan sa dulo eh. That's Talk and Text. Surprise, kaya hindi ko maalala.
The team that they just beat.
Diba? Yung 2 games nga lang separating 3 to 10 eh. Kaya talagang may chance kung matalo yung ibang teams then that's there in that pack. Anything can happen, but then this would be a crucial loss para sa kanila here against Meralco if they do go on to lose this game. Mario West going in and he's hit once again. And you know, a lot of the defense dogs dito sa fourth quarter para sa Air 21 have been reach-ins and pushes resulting in fouls.
Resulting in fouls and could be, you know, a lack of chemistry pagdating dun sa depensa. You know, not knowing yet. Maybe on offense you can adjust, but defense takes a little bit longer to adjust yung sistema na tinatakbo ng isang koponan.
Mario West hit that free throw. 4 of 13. Make that 4 of 14. Hindi pa makaagaw pero Asi Taulava controls it. Lead is 11. Yo, Ikanaleta pumunta. Inside to Asi. Against J.R. Reyes on the turn. He loses the ball. There's a foul. J.R. Reyes ang natawagan na naman at siya susundan niya itong si Reynel Hugnatan to the bench. Second big guy that fouls out. And it just emphasizes how difficult it is to guard a guy like Asi Taulava. You know, you try to bang against him, push him, and you commit fouls. And that's 2 guys he has graduated from this game, which necessitates Ryan Gregorius putting in Don Aliado with 2:06 remaining for his first action in this ball game.
Wala na siyang big man, no? And Don Aliado, you know, who's moved to the Meralco Bolts this conference but also suffering a number of injuries. That's why he's been seeing limited minutes.
Yeah, tapos kagabi, na food poisoning yan si Don Aliado. Na hospital pa yan eh. Nag-tweet yan eh, madaling araw na yata. Ito si Canaleta, sama ng laro in this ball game. Well, hindi naman, 15 points pa rin eh. Pero if you're gonna compare it kasi sa laro niya last time na 30 points, tapos 6 na tres, medyo kulang yung nangyari ngayon. But you know, on any other night, 15 points is still a great performance.
And he's just been the barometer for Air 21. When he plays really well, Air 21 has a big chance of winning.
Last 2 minutes na tayo. Going back to Aliado, yun na nga, nangihina siya. Nakausap natin siya bago mag-umpisa yung laro kanina. And he said, medyo off yung pakiramdam niya. But of course, in his last 2 minutes, kaya na yun. Mario West going straight to the basket, expanding this lead to 12. 97-85. So Meralco making sure that that gap remains with a minute and 46 remaining. Pero grabe yung nangyari dito, Doms. At the end of the half, it was only a 4-point lead. Tapos naging 11 at the end of 3. Meralco's energy has really gone up. Pakinggan natin si Coach Franz Pumaren.
Under the ball, Bon, Asi, KG, Joseph, Zach, screen kay KG, okay, Asi, you'll pretend you're gonna roll, just get an angle, Asi will give a running screen, now pag wala, pop out Zach, he will roll, okay, guys, we need a one big shot tayo, okay, so KG, Asi, Bon, hold the ball, Joseph, Zach, screen, you pretend you're gonna roll, but actually it's a running screen, flare, okay, come on.
Gusto niya ng one big shot, partner. Yun yung kailangan eh. So, series of screens, series of rolls.
One big shot he's looking for is maybe a 3-point shot or a 3-point play because they're down by 12 points, 1 minute and 46 left. They need impact points.
Sine Filipino, kwento ang hari. Papanood yan, September 18 to 24. Here's Air 21. They're looking for that movement. Those screens. Looking for them, pero wala yan. But Bonbon decides to take matters into his own hands and hit that basket.
Gotta force a turnover or a stop for the Meralco Bolts because the past 4 or 5 times, Meralco's either gotten a shot or a foul.
Minute and 28 na lang natitira sa ating laro. 10 lamang nitong Meralco Bolts. Mario West. Nice pick from Don Aliado. West goes in, he slips. Hits the deck and Air 21 gets it back. They're trying to rush upstairs. Ito, pumunta rito kay Graham. Balik kay Yo. To Canaleta. Canaleta wants to get free. Takes the 3. Wala yan. Asitaw Lava inside. Goes up. Misses that layup. Gets it again. Creates space off the glass.
Working so hard for that shot. 14 points para kay Asi.
Down to 8. Under a minute remaining. Mike Cortez trying to waste some time. The foul is called. It's gonna be on Bonbon Custodio. Siya naman ang nakuha na ng 6th foul. Nito si Mike Cortez. So he'll go to the bench and they're gonna put in Oji Minor. Eric Salamat as well. Eric Salamat na lang pala ang ipapasok ni Coach Franz Pumaren, not Oji Minor.
Well, Eric Salamat can knock down that 3-point shot as well. They opted with Eric Salamat to be able to guard a Mike Cortez.
Mike Cortez dribbling away. 6 seconds remaining. Kicks it over to Aliado, who shoves it over to Hodge. A 3-point attempt. That's short. And John Wilson is saying it hit the rim, so it should have reset. Pero naabutan na raw, sabi ng ating referee. So balik sa Air 21 yung bola. Chance for Air 21 to come even closer.
They gotta take a quick shot, a quick 3 or a quick layup and hope for a foul.
Kasi 34.7 na natitira. Daming oras na naubos doon sa play na yon. Joseph Yo, contact, basket, no foul. Down to just a 6-point lead para sa Meralco. They call a timeout, 28.6 seconds remaining. They just want to be safe and sure about this. As we see Joseph Yo, there could have been some contact pero paiwas na si Cliff Hodge kaya hindi na pumito yung referee, Doms.
Well, let's listen in what Meralco will opt to do, pero ang kinakailangan talaga sa Meralco dito sa play, every time you come into a timeout, you're up 6 points or whatever lead that is, you need to be able to inbound that basketball and not get a steal. And yung makaka-receive ng bola, more than likely, Air 21 will foul, so you want to be able to get it to your best free throw shooter.
Let's get the ball right here, right? Mike, pop out. Don, Rio. Alright? They might funnel you guys, they might funnel you. Always make this pass.
Be strong with it.
Right,
You got
Don,
time out.
just situate yourself here, this pass is always available. But make sure you time it. Alright? Make sure you time it.
if they don't get the ball for sure, they're gonna foul. So just focus on your free throw. Let's finish strong with it.
Tama yung sinabi mo, Doms. Obviously, yun din talagang mindset ni Coach Ryan Gregorio. Get that ball in. What did he do there? Na, partner, dami mga pop out para ma-receive yung bola. Yun yung importante para sa kanya.
Well, very important. Well, we talked about the implications of this basketball game. Air 21 down there 2-5, but if they win, aakyat sila agad, and that will give them a bigger chance of entering ang ating quarterfinals. And if Meralco naman ang manalo, aakyat sila tied with the San Mig Coffee Mixers.
Inside to Cliff Hodge, and tama yung hula. Well, there was no other way. They foul Cliff Hodge immediately. They're gonna try him from the line. You know, a lot of times you want to go to your import, but the way Mario West has been shooting free throws in this game, baka naman mas maganda talaga na kay Cliff Hodge na punta, because this guy's been shooting well all game long.
Well, from the free throw line, 1 out of 1 so far itong si Cliff Hodge. 2 out of 2.
Narinig niyo yung pag-swak ng bola na yun. That's the way this guy's been shooting. One of his best shooting performances that I've seen.
Substitution now by Coach Franz Pumarin, bringing in the guys who he feels plays better offense.
Mintis ang pangalawang free throw ni Cliff Hodge. Nakuha ni Asi Taulava ang rebound at agad tumawag ng timeout. 26 seconds sakto natitira. And 7-point lead para sa Meralco.
Coach Franz Pumarin will probably try to drop a similar play, a quick 3 or a drive inside by one of the guys. Let's listen in.
Zach. Joseph, backpick kay KG. Kung meron, ibigay natin. Okay. While backpicking, Joseph, i-screen ka kasi. You will screen Joseph. Okay. While screening down, Joseph will go here. Okay. Zach will be following. We can seal. Pwedeng straight pass. Pwedeng papas dito, Curl. Pwedeng papas dito. Kuha natin. Let's go. Zach. Joseph, KG, Asi. Backpick. If we have it, give it. If not, corner. Curl tayo, Joseph. While curling, Asi will be down screening. Zach will be, walang timeout. Zach will be popping out here. We have to read it, Eric. Okay?
Lots of effort to try to get free. That's what Coach Franz was trying to preach on that play, Doms. Kailangan bilisan talaga nila dahil 26 seconds na natitira. And the Meralco has a timeout. Air 21 does not. Sinabi nga ni Coach Franz, wala tayong timeout. Salamat. Looking for a way to get the ball in. Zach Graham gets it and he loses it on that dribble. Miscue from Zach Graham.
Well, they ran it perfectly how they wanted it. Nabigay dun sa kanilang import. Well, unfortunately, natawagan or nabigyan sila ng turnover.
And some lull in the action.
Well, they're gonna review kung kanino yung possession na yun. Who will it be given to?
Well, that seemed clear, and in fact it is. Meralco ball. Cortez fouled in the backcourt. Eric Salamat taking that one. So Cortez balik sa linya. Cortez, malaking dahilan kung bakit lamang ngayon ng Meralco taking that commanding double-digit lead. At the end of 3 quarters, Mike Cortez came alive in that 3rd quarter para rito sa Meralco Bulls partner, and he's only his 2nd game with them.
15 points, make that 16 for Mike Cortez and 6 assists. Dagdag mo pang 2 rebounds and 1 block for Cortez.
So Asi played great against his former team. Cortez played well today against his former team. Joseph Yo's jumper, wala yan on the rebound play. Don Aliado taps it out. Ball will stay with the white shirts ng Air 21, pero 14.4 na lang. Siya makinahabol nila. Doesn't look like they're gonna be able to catch up. Asi Taulava decides to go up, and he's fouled once again. 8.9 remaining. Balik sa linya si Asi para sa dalawang free throw.
That's his first. 2 free throws on Asi Taulava. Substitution, Sunday Salvation for Mario West.
Sunday comes back in. Mario West uupo na with only 8.9 remaining.
They want Sunday Salvation there just in case Air 21 still opts to foul.
Salamat gets the rebound, takes a 3. No go at matatapos ang ating laro. Meralco prevailing and moving up to second slot, tied with San Mig Coffee. 100-91 ang ating final score. Lots of heroes para sa Meralco. Good team effort, especially sa defensive end. Doms, ang ganda ng pinakita ng Meralco ball, especially third quarter onwards.
When you look at the Meralco Bolts in this ball game, when they needed to make stops, they were able to make stops nung kinakailangan nila ng puntos dun sa kanilang import. Nakapunto siya getting those drives. They were able to set up their offense really well as well in the third and the fourth quarter, majorly because of their new playmaker that has come, who looks like who's comfortable on the offense para dito sa Meralco Bolts. Our best player of the ball game, Mike Cortez.
Well, Mike Cortez is with us. Mike, congratulations. It looks like just in your second game with Meralco, you seem to have adjusted already. Great ball game from you.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. It was a great team effort, especially Cliff. He came out hard and played real hard and got us going when we really needed it.
Mike, you guys are now tied for second place. You know, coming into your last game, you guys need to make a little bit more adjustments to be able to, you know, get your game up a notch level in the quarterfinals. What do you think, even if you're only 2 games with the Meralco Bolts?
Yeah, like you said, we gotta clean a lot of stuff up, especially on the defensive side. You know, going into the playoffs, defense is gonna win you the game. Today, we let them have 90-something points. That wasn't a really good defensive game for us, but you gotta tip your hat to Air 21. They played a real good offensive game. They just came a little bit short.
Hey Mike, it's your chance to call on your new fans, the guys from Bansang Meralco, to support you in your coming games.
Yeah, to all my fans and to all the Morocco fans and all the PBA fans, please come out and watch us. We'll be playing on Friday against San Mig Coffee, and especially to the fans here in Cuneta. Something about Cuneta. I always play well in Cuneta.
Congratulations on the
Thanks,
victory.
guys.
Mike Cortez, best player of the ball game. Ang ganda laro ng Meralco starting third quarter onwards to grab this victory 100-91. Diyan nagtatapos ang ating unang laro para dito sa Super Bowl Sunday. Sa ngalan ng aking partner na si Dominic Uy, Sel Guevara at Courtside. Ako naman po si Charlie Cuna. Maraming salamat sa inyong papapanood. Mamayang content na lang, Petron kontra Global Port ang bakbakan.